Hello, you guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Anya. I'm a Tekken competitive player, content creator, and everything in between. And today, I'm just gonna go over the Asuka changes in the latest patch 1.05. And yeah, we got a couple buffs. I would say these are kind of like small buffs, but it's only buffs. I don't think we were really affected in any way. So yeah, let's go over the buffs that we got for Asuka. So the number one buff is gonna be, oh, not the heat. It's gonna be the Ray chart. They just expanded slightly the hitbox. Not to make it not linear, because this is linear if she fully charges it, but just to kind of like fix instances in which it would whiff accurately when it shouldn't have. But it's still something that is sidesteppable for y'all, in case y'all are dealing with that Asuka Ray chart. But that's the first one. Now let's go get rid of that rage. We don't need that anymore. Alright, so the second buff that we got, I think this is probably the best buff she got, in my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think. But she got a, basically you can delay 1-1-3, 4-1-3, and back 1-3. So I'm sorry, back 2-1-3. So yeah, it's kind of like the same kick that we're gonna be delaying in the end, but it's 3 different strings in which you can access this kick. I personally really like the 1-1-3. I think this is very, very good because we used to be able to do 1-1 into can, and that was a string. But that's at least not a thing anymore, and that was delayable as well. So that you would catch a lot of people with that, right? Now that they added this delay, I think this is going to be very good. Like, once you actually play people, like, we're going to see how good it can get. But I think we're going to catch a lot of people with it, honestly. So the practical use for this is basically to get the last hit on counter hit, right? That's why we're gonna delay it. So 1-1 and then 3, and you get down back 1-2 guaranteed. Or you can also get the, oops, not that, we're trying to do key charge, down back 1-4. And of course, if you have heat activated and you get that on counter hit, you can get the heat dash thing into the 3+4. So yeah, that's pretty good. And of course, at the wall, the down back 1-2, if you get that guaranteed after the counter hit, that's gonna be a wall splat and a lot more damage. So that is a very good buff, in my opinion. I don't think it's like, you know, game changing, like the most powerful buff ever seen. But it's definitely something very good that we can work with. Now, I think this can be very beneficial as well. I just kind of want to really play a bunch of people and see how good this can potentially go for us. But I don't know if you guys noticed that when we were trying to do an unblockable setup, this unblockable would whiff a lot. Like, people could just stand there, and I have a clip of a Jack just like literally standing there. I'm doing this, and they're just existing, and it completely whips. So yeah, the hitbox for the unblockable is a little bit awkward, or hopefully it was a little bit awkward, not sure. We're gonna see about it. But yeah, they buffed that, in which it says they, and I'm reading this textually, adjusted the collision detection with the opponent to make it easier to hit. So we will see about that in practice, you know, fighting more players. Another very good buff, I think for me this would be number 2, maybe. I don't know, it could be the unblockable depending on how good it got, but it's gonna be being able to activate Naniwa Gusto and with forward to end, and still be able to do a combo. So yeah, that is something practical that we can definitely use. In case y'all are wondering, this also works if you do it with back 3, forward 2. So yeah, you can get a full combo now and get Naniwa Gusto at the same time with forward 2. The practical use, I would think, for this is kind of like when you have like an Oki, right? You have them on the floor and you're kind of just mashing forward 2 as a as Oki, like an Oki option, right? And then sometimes people just wake up pressing a lot of buttons, so you like magically launch them, and you're like, oh, I already mashed my one to do my Naniwa Gusta. Well, you can still combo if they get launched like that. So I think that is a good practical use that we can have for this. And one tip for people that are fighting against Asuka, this is not just for Asuka mains. If Asuka has you on the floor, and in several situations, not every time, sometimes, sometimes even like here, like it's guaranteed, right? So I don't know like what understanding of Asuka everybody has, but know that in some situations, um, when she puts you on the floor and she tries to mash forward to as Oki, if you just press up, you're gonna stand up and block it, and when you stand up and block it, it's going to be minus 18 for you to launch punish. So that is a tip to deal with forward to in certain situations for certain Okis and angles and stuff, right? But yeah, there we go. That's an option for y'all. The other buffs, I think they're kind of like very minimal, but one is that while running 1+2, our big plus rank move, it now launches or causes a tornado. It causes a tornado on airborne opponents. So that's very good. Um, yeah, we can kind of, catch people like mashing, like, I don't know, a can on the other side of the screen or something. And we get this, and it will cause a tornado on airborne moves. So that's good. Another little buff that we got is 442 is now -9. It used to be -12. It was punishable. It's not punishable anymore, and that is on block. And if you actually connect it on hit, it's gonna be +1. It used to be -3. So yeah, that's a little buff for y'all. And then the last one is just they added a bit of damage, 4 damage to while standing to 1+2. And those are all the buffs that we got for Asuka this time. Like I said, I think it's like a bunch of little buffs, but putting them all together, it does make a difference for us. I hope you guys liked the video and find it informational. If y'all discovered, I don't know, anything else, because, like we read the patch notes and we kind of test it out, but, with time we might find out it affected something else and maybe it was unintentional. But if y'all discover something else, y'all let me know. And if you have questions about the character, you guys can also let me know. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video if this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.